5, 4, 3, oh dear, 2, oh, okay, coordination's gone, 1. Hello Facebook world. Look, yeah, it's me by birth, Alex William Smith, better known to many of you as Jonathan Royle, hypnotist, magician, mind magician, and at the moment feels like he's slowly dying performer. It's Thursday, it's the 22nd of February 2024. I've been back from Blackpool Magic Convention 2024 now since Monday afternoon. Some of you were there, such as my good friend Paul Roberts, who I'll tag underneath afterwards. Thank you for your concern during the convention. Yes, I've had blood tests galore. Yes, I've had a full body scan. Yes, in 3 weeks' time I go for a brain scan to rule out anything neurological. All manner of things have been ruled out. What is actually wrong with me? Well, that's not why I feel like shit at the minute. But why I am so creaky and achy and stuff. Thought it was arthritis. They apparently ruled that out. Spondylitis of the spine ruled out by a spinal scan. Blood tests for all manner of things. Anyway, I also get these weird electric shocks that make me throw things. Anyway, that's by the by. That's not why I currently feel shit. I thought that's why I was so tired at Blackpool and why I had so many early nights, and it's just as well I did, because I'd have ended up, well, I wouldn't have ended up arrested, but there would have been other people that would have ended up arrested. Probably not because of what they were doing that was breaking the law, albeit that they were breaking the law in the Ruskin and various other bars and out in public and even on the street in Blackpool by breaking the 1952 Hypnotism Act, 1989 government guidelines, 1996 model conditions that were updated, normally attached, and the impact that the 2003 Licensing Act has on all those things. Just some of the things they were breaking. I can also guarantee, well, I'll come back to that in a minute. The point is, I'm making this video at 3:23 p.m. United Kingdom time on the 22nd of February 2024 because for the best part of the past 3 days I've been asleep and only waking up for a bit of food and drink. God knows what I had, well, still got, because I'm not right. Yeah. Anyway, I promised to a lot of people that I bumped into at the convention that had seen people, getting people unable to lift a deck of playing cards off the table, or unable to lift their own mobile phone off the floor, or somebody's hand, or forgetting their name, or sticking their hands to table. I taught a few people my simple techniques for this in Blackpool, but then I also promised to send people special offer to the fuller training, and that's what are in the links above and below this video, and those links are set to expire exactly 1 week today on Thursday the 29th of February 2024. Now here's the thing, let me make it clear that anyone I did show how to do this, I was not breaking the 1952 Hypnotism Act, because the techniques that I taught them used a zero hypnosis whatsoever. As anyone who studies Royal Hypnotist live in Blackpool, set number 1 at the link above below this, will learn with the Almond's biggest secret technique, one of the techniques taught. Now, with that set, we do also teach genuine stage hypnosis and genuine street hypnosis and genuine hypnotic suggestion techniques, but we make it clear that you should not legally use these in England unless correctly licensed and correctly insured for your performances, which basically nobody, and I'm not going to mention names because they don't deserve the oxygen and publicity, but the number of people that I saw with my own eyes doing what in law would be considered hypnotic inductions on people, even, putting people out on the floor apparently, and it doesn't matter if you're apparently using dual reality for that. If it looks like it was hypnosis in the context that was, it still comes under the 1952 Hypnotism Act. You need to know it inside out to be able to play within the law and within the loopholes. You need to know every element of that law inside out, and nobody knows it better than me. It sounds big-headed, but there's not a hypnosis professional on the planet in England who at some point has come to me for help and advice in some manner, generally to do with hypnosis laws. Anyway, the point is this. Lucky for them lot, I had early nights. Lucky for them lot, I wasn't feeling up to my best in Blackpool, because if I had, I would have rung the council, licensing authorities, and I would have rung the police, which would have made me highly unpopular with the street hypnosis crowd. But you know what? I couldn't give a shit. I've been unpopular with them for years, since I managed to disrupt their London fucking illegal and dangerous street hypnosis meets. Many of these people actually put videos of themselves breaking the law on YouTube, on social media, where a blind man with a small amount of intelligence can see that what they're doing is dangerous, even if it wasn't genuine hypnosis. But the fact that these people think they know what they're on about when it comes to hypnosis just makes it even fucking worse. So, trying to take the bull by the horns, the fact is, number one, Royle Hypnotist live in Blackpool will teach you the best method on the planet for getting people unable to lift a deck of cards off a table, or their own hand, or someone else's hand, or your hand, or putting their phone on the table and instantly they can't lift it up anymore, or making them unable to even lift a glass off the table. It doesn't matter what it is, any object can suddenly become so heavy they can't lift it. There are no physical gimmicks involved. It is a purely verbalistic trick. There is no genuine hypnosis involved in it whatsoever. However, there are methods that can be used when you are licensed and insured correctly. Because here's the thing, many of those people doing the so-called street hypnosis or demos of their bit of stage hypnosis or suggestion work, Blackpool Magic Convention, in the Ruskin, in other bars and clubs, on the streets, will probably think that their insurance covers them. It fucking doesn't. Read your insurance. All insurance policies pretty much have a clause that says that if you have done anything that means that you are breaking the law in any manner, then you will immediately have invalidated your insurance cover, meaning you have zero coverage whatsoever if somebody ever tries to sue you for physiological, psychological, emotional or physical damage, or a combination thereof, which most people go, well, that's never happened in years. Yes, it bloody well has. Just because it's not made it into the newspapers, I act as a lay litigant and an expert witness and consultant, because I know so much about the hypnosis laws and hypnosis, and I've helped in other cases to minimise people's claims against them, some of them to get thrown out, but for others I've had to turn around and go, I'm sorry, you were as guilty as fuck and you should have known better. And even where the person's been in the right, even where the person has done things within the law, if a false claim is made, if you basically have done any little tiny thing that means you haven't fully abided by health and safety and duty of care obligations that you have when you're dealing with the general public, and that's got nothing to do with hypnosis. Those things apply to magicians as well, and most magicians haven't got a fucking clue about them, which means you've probably invalidated your public liability insurance as well. Indeed, item number 2 on the list, above or below this video, the transparency template, although it says it's for safe and legal stage hypnosis, street hypnotism and such, the information in there about duty of care, health and safety, and ensuring that you're 100% legal, lawful, licensed where necessary, abiding by all local laws in whatever country, town or city you're in. Because remember, some of these people that came over in Blackpool, they're doing things that in their country, although it would still be dangerous, I would argue, many of the things, but in their country it would be legal because there is no 1952 Hypnotism Act. But ignorance is no fucking defence in the law, and the people who were with them, who should know, the English people, should have been stopping them from doing stuff. But hey-oh, that's wankers for you, think they know better, who go around breaking the law and combining a bit of hypnotic technique, badly, often dangerously, with magic and mentalism, without any real knowledge of the laws, the health and safety, the duty of the care, or the real dangers. You think there's no danger in it? Look at the links above or below this video. I lived through hypnosis nearly being banned in the early 90s because a woman died after a hypnosis show. Back in the 50s, a woman nearly committed suicide through feeling depressed after a Ralph Slater's show. Various things have happened. That was in England, but around the world, people have been sued year in, year out. And you know what? If you've invalidated your insurance, as the vast majority of people I saw in Blackpool most certainly would have done, then you would be fucked, and it would bankrupt you and ruin your life for a claim to be ever made against you. It's unbelievable that some of these people haven't had claims. Some of these people I've witnessed physically getting hit by members of the public while they've been badly in control of hypnotised people. I've witnessed in the past one of these people nearly kill somebody by negligence at the Ruskin by giving them a suggestion that anyone could say sleep to them and they'd fall to the floor like a sack of shit, and then the person went outside and people were about to say sleep to the person, and they would have fallen to the floor like a sack of shit, potentially hit their head on the concrete, potentially killed themselves, but they were saved by my wife, myself, and some people I know, and then brought out of hypnosis and safely what's called locked down, so that these fuckwits couldn't have any further effect on them. What made matters worse is that individual was actually under the age of 18, and so on any level in England should not have been hypnotised, because hypnotising people under the age of 18 for entertainment purposes is illegal, and it's illegal even if it's for demonstration purposes. But hey-oh, also under health and safety and duty of care laws, it would be argued, even if it was arguably okay to hypnotise under 18s, that you would be wise not to, for the reasons I explain at the links above or below this video, where you can watch my Performing Hypnosis Summit 2024 talk that I gave for the Performing Hypnosis Summit at the start of February 2024 in Las Vegas, where I go into the dangers of stage hypnosis, street hypnotism, and combining so-called hypnotic techniques with magic and mentalism. But then you can be safe and do this safely, far safer than the fuckwits I saw doing stuff in Blackpool, by simply studying and, more importantly, then applying the duty of care training, health and safety training, and all the other legalistic, insurance and related areas training that's inside the transparency template, safe legal approach to hypnosis, which again is on offer until midnight next Thursday the 29th of February 2024. If you combine the contents of what's in Royle Hypnotist Live in Blackpool, package 1 at the link above or below, with the transparency template at link 2 above or below, you'll end up knowing more about stage hypnosis, street hypnotism, and combining hypnotic techniques with magic and mentalism safely, legally, lawfully, and abiding by your duty of care and health and safety laws. And you can learn from any other source in the world, guaranteed at a far better price. And then for those people who ask me about my ACAM routines that they saw, my real world, any card at any number, my blind man's out of this world, which works wonderfully with Craig Petty's Evoke deck as well, to split the positive from the negative emotions. And the people that were asking me about my take on Jason Poulter's The Red Carpet, where you end up with a comedy mask on your head at the end, but I've added 4 other bang massive revelations before that, and it's without fail always got me standing ovations. That, and indeed my entire stage mentalism show, is explained in Mind Miracles, Real World Mentalism and Mind Reading Secrets, which till midnight next Thursday the 29th of February is available with 90% off, I think. Anyway, look at that, that's at 0.3 above or below. And yeah, it's as simple as that. Those 3 will give you all you need for a complete mentalism show, but more importantly, all you need for stage hypnosis, street hypnotism, to be safe, legal, licensed, insured. Yes, I've got fucking shit tons of stuff in my Elite Hypnosis Bootcamp, and all of those 3 things are in there at ultimatehypnosiscourse.com. But for the people who are in Blackpool, breaking the law, being dangerous, the blind leading the blind, because you have people who are... they've got a bit of a name in the magic world for being a hypnosis trainer, but they know fuck all. Yes, I am angry about it, because they're fucking dangerous and incompetent by encouraging other people to break the law and do things that are dangerous, and doing things in a manner that breaks their insurance, and doing things in a manner that's breaking best practice of duty of care and health and safety. It's the blind leading the blind, but I can't blame some of the people who are following them, because you think this person's got a name, that they know what they're doing. Sadly, they don't. Most of them that were at Blackpool don't. There was a handful of people who know what they're doing. People like my friend Christian P. Taylor. You won't see him going around doing nonsense street hypnosis. And if he ever did, he'll be doing it in a manner that is within the duty of care, health and safety laws. The people whose names I won't mention, because they don't deserve the publicity, well, it just blows my fucking mind. Anyway, I am sorry to those people I've not yet rung up, but you may have guessed I'm only on the tail end of my voice coming back from the past few days, so I apologise. Especially to James, I'll tag you. I will, when I stop coughing, ring everyone I promised to ring. I've started to email the people I promised to email. I've done this so I can tag people and send them the links to apologise for the delay in getting back to people, but still feeling rough. But yeah. The answers to the questions at Blackpool is item number 1 at the link above or below is going to have you making people unable to lift up things without any gimmicks, and in a way that's guaranteed never to fail as long as you do it in the manner that's taught. Plus, it will teach you how to do a complete comedy stage hypnosis street hypnotism show. It's just that we didn't have time in that package to go into all the laws and licensing stuff, which is why I'm giving you a chance to get Item 2, the transparency template, which covers all the duty of care, health and safety laws, how to make sure you don't invalidate your insurance, although to that degree. The link you'll find above or below this video where you can watch my Performing Hypnosis Summit talk from 2024, from earlier in February this year. Also on that WordPress blog page has links to all the stuff that goes into giving you information about why you should not hypnotise. Even if it's legal in the country you're in, you shouldn't hypnotise people under the age of 18. I know that'll really upset the American hypnotists to make a load of money doing high school shows, but you shouldn't, because the person's executive function, critical faculty, analytical area, call it what you will, is not fully formed, and it can lead to psychological or emotional imbalance issues later in life. And you should know that if you've done your study properly, and if you've done your study properly, which you should have done to prove, therefore, that you're not invalidating your insurance, then you would go, no, I'm not going to hypnotise people under 18, because by so doing will be against health and safety duty of care laws. It's a vicious circle, but I explain it all above. And item number 3 will show you the most practical real world I can and my entire stage cabaret mentalism show. That's it now. Right, I'm going. I'm tired. Sorry for those people I haven't contacted back yet, but I'm in the process of doing it right now. Okay? Bye for now, everyone. Hey, look at the links above and below, because there's not just those 3 items for sale. There's a link to free training videos that will explain to you what the real dangers of hypnosis are, that these fuckwits either don't know, or they should do by now, or just ignore because they think they know better. Well, you fucking don't.